My thing is acting up. Huh? Thank you. Whoa. Not sure why it's acting kind of funny. What book y'all reading?
Yeah, I love reading, but for some reason reading this book is like impossible. But it's great. I'm like so slow.
Oh.
It's because we're not overworked, we're just always busy. And then when we have time to rest, we need to take that time to rest, you know. And sometimes reading a book, it's not your first thing on your mind, you know.
Yeah.
Even though I love reading, okay?
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. The
Who's
one
it
that
by?
Evelyn and Richard Hibbert.
Hibbert.
I'm probably not pronouncing it.
The Jesus Road.
Yes, walking the Jesus. Walking together on something.
Carson, the lighter. Listen to her.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yes.
do you think what?
What I have to say, I just wanted to the finalists have to go back and play it.
Well, I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah. Soccer skills. I don't even know whose that is.
Oh.
That's his.
Oh, that's. Oh. No baseball skills. Maybe they'll ask me back. I don't know. So I played for that group, and then the next guy went up, and he would like call for me to play for him too. I was like, okay.
What?
So I never played anything with him before, and just like improvised and made it work. It was fun.
That's awesome. That's insane.
Oh goodness. Hey sunshine. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
He's my biggest fan.
So cute.
My favorite boy. Adeli, hello. Every time I get here, it's a different background. Artem. Any song requests?
Do you know, this is kind of an odd one, but do you know Hold My Girl by George Ezra? No. It's okay. I like that song. I'm thinking.
I like Jude by the Beatles.
Hey Jude. All right. That's a good song request.
You gotta sing with me.
is. I have an email list if you'd like to.
Do you come out here?
I come out here to practice and entertain the people, but then I do private events, so wedding, birthday parties, corporate events.
How far out do you go and play? I mean, here and where else?
For like performances, I go wherever.
I'm curious if I would have seen you around somewhere else. It's definitely really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly. So I mean, around town I've done, Roswell, Alpharetta.
Alpharetta is where I feel like I've seen you. Maybe
Really?
a Target by chance. I don't know.
Probably not. Maybe one of the restaurants or something up there.
Okay.
Tell me your names.
Peyton.
Peyton?
Peyton. Yeah.
Like Manning.
Yes, sir.
Peyton. All right.
Yep.
I'm Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Kennedy, Peyton.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, man.
you.
Stick around.
Any song requests or favorite artists?
Whatever you're playing, bro. Yeah, sounds great.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
I have a question. So when you signed up to do this, like, they didn't ask for your address. Why do they need your address? Like, did they
You
ever
signed up
write
for it.
it?
and they asked for the address?
What'd you say?
You signed up and they asked for the address?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's been a long time since you signed up. I think they maybe just to know like local people. They want your email address and your contact so that like if there is a problem, they can get a hold of you or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Cool. Okay.
I don't
Thanks. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do.
you're gonna come out busking one day.
I think so. It's because I'm an EMT, but like because of our schedule with the summer, I can't realistically I mean I could work, but then it would take away from what I'm doing with the internship. So, which they're okay with that, but like I don't feel okay with that right now. So I'm trying to figure out ways that I can I don't know, just use music and then possibly if God blesses me financially through it, that'd be great. But just because I'm not working, I'm paying for school, all the stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of how that's going. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, so busking is fun. The money, who knows?
I know it's so variable. Like literally, I had a friend. We sang at the same place. And when she did it, she made $100.
Uh-huh.
And when I did it, I made $2.
Yeah.
So I know it's not. I know it's variable, but I also do love doing it. So it just. But I haven't done it in super long time. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of in the back of my mind. So
Hey, I encourage it. It's good for, how you doing?
Hey man, what's up?
That's too much.
What are you gonna about to play, man? We can play.
Any song requests? I'll play it
Up?
for you.
Up to you.
Let's
I
see.
didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying.
It's good for making connections, you know. It's good for the spirit.
yeah, yeah.
It's worth it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Decatur, Georgia. Song for a headache. Song for a headache. I don't know if I have that. What song was I gonna play? Let's see. something soft. That kind of was soft a little bit, but then got loud. Hello, Rosetta Marie. Let me check on them and see how they do.
But honestly, my personal day, everything.
Awesome. Well, I may have to cut it. They're getting kind of.
Oh, you're so fine. We need to head out.
Yeah.
We're so tired. It's been a long day. So thank you so much though for hanging and playing for us. It was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Mary Grace made this for you. It's like a gospel reminder. You gotta remind me what it is. This is the sin.
Okay.
This is
Blood.
the blood. We're pure because of the blood of Christ.
I didn't go see my students today. I was just eating and I didn't want to do okay. So I did not feel any good people. This is what I'm doing. Anyways, so the black represents the sin, also the darkness of the world. And the red represents the blood of Christ. Because our sin fell short of the blood of Christ. He's made us new. And the white represents, it's like my sin is like snow. Like you can eat the snow, it's so clean. It's so pure. But then I asked them if anybody had ate yellow snow, and some of the students said yes. And I said, yeah, because like, the snow gets nasty, but it was clean. And so like Christ comes and cleans it up, and he cleans up our mess, and helps clean up us, and make our hearts new. And the blue is for baptism, but it was talking about like the Holy Spirit coming in and filling us, making us new. And that Christ, like was baptized for John the Baptist, and is a way for that we follow. And the green is for grow in grace and knowledge in the Lord Christ. And then yellow is our eternal hope. And we know we will be with our Father. So that's what's up there. Anyways.
Thank you very much. Hey, now you know. All right. Gotta go now. Take it easy. Hey, you learn something new every day. All right, take it easy now. Thanks y'all for being out here again. Had a great time. I don't know if you heard, I went and played at Eddie's Attic because with these guys that I just met out here playing. They're like, come play with us. So Eddie's Attic is like this really wonderful space for this open mic and stuff they have. Anyway, then the next artist that went up asked me to play with him too. So that's why I left, came back. And now I'm gonna leave.
Bye. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you. Have a good night.
You too.
Gonna go home and get some rest. So, God bless. Have a good night.